holds up after the earlier.
Yeah, he was clearly bothered during his consolation semifinal. He favored that right shoulder, so we'll keep an eye on that as we move in to this third place bout. 141-pound consolation final for third place. And a situation where the winner gets an automatic spot. A weight class that is allocated 3 for the NCAA tournament. Ward is looking to become a 4-time NCAA qualifier for North Carolina. 26 wins already this year. He's in, so he's going to be a 4-time qualifier.
Right.
Coming off his first All-American finish a season ago. Placed 7th at 141. Working on Zanetta, Pitt. This match, obviously, big picture, a lot bigger for Zanetta, trying to get into the NCAA tournament for the first time in his career. The redshirt junior from Keystone Oaks High School, located right there in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, he wants to steal. He wants to basically steal that qualification. But again, we talked about this before. That's what makes this tournament so interesting and why it stays interesting in the consolation brackets.
And every year, I mean, you can look back over the last 5 years, we've had 1 or 2 steal one of those bids. Will it be Zanetta's turn at 41? Here in this first period, 1:20 to go, no score.
I have a feeling this match is going to play out a lot like a Joey Ward special, which is going to be a lot of rolling around once we get some attacks from Zanetta. There'll be a lot of rolling around on the mat.
Ward with the overhook on the right side. 46 seconds to go. First period, no score. And the two wrestlers disengage back to the center on their feet. No score. Winding down the first period. The battle for third at 141. Ward shoots.
Not a great low single attempt. Really good job by Zanetta to get behind, but his arms caught over top of Joey Ward, so he's got to make sure to bring him back in control.
Zanetta gets 2 on the control. A quick escape by Ward, so a 2-1 flurry.
Oh, inside trip.
And
really nice inside trip by Ward.
Trying to get 2 at the buzzer here, and he won't get it. First period comes to an end, so a flurry of activity, a rush in the final 15 seconds, and it's Zanetta with a 2-1 lead. Ward defers. Zanetta will start the second period down.
I like to see Ward hit more of that inside single. A lot of stuff from his 2-on-1 to his opponent's left-hand side. He really has a lot of nice attacks. It just sometimes I feel like he's waiting to be a counter wrestler as opposed to an aggressive wrestler. His All-American season, he went to nationals and he was just constantly attacking with that inside trip and getting people to react.
When you break down Ward's style, what is it about him that has made him so consistent for North Carolina throughout his years?
Yeah, he just really doesn't give up a lot of points, and we see this scramble position become so much more popular in college wrestling. Ward is very, very proficient in it, and he knows when not to give up points. He knows when to give up when he is in danger and he's about to give up a reversal. He knows to stay away from giving up, the back point situations as well. And also, he rides well on top. And that means he can control a match and slow down one that he's not doing as well in.
Ward can only get the 1 count. No points, no near fall points. Second period clock showing 1:20. Ward building up that riding time in this period. He's approaching 45 seconds of riding time, leading by 1. I should say trailing by 1, excuse me. And the two wrestlers go out of bounds back to the center.
he stays low on the hips. He doesn't really get out of position too often. And, he does a good job of threatening back points, which keeps guys like Zanetta honest. Zanetta really just wants to power out of this if possible.
Remember, on the team side, for advancement points on the consolation bracket, you get a half a point advancement compared to the full point on the championship side. Third place gets 4 points. Second place, 7 points. First place, 10, to give you a perspective of how they grade out this ACC championship. And looking at the team totals, Virginia Tech was 7 finalists, 75. NC State, the 5 finalists with 59. But you can score a lot of points on this backside.
Absolutely. That's where, a couple years ago, I think Virginia won the ACC championship, and that's kind of how they did it. They just had a bunch of third-place finishers who were pinning their way through. They didn't have the most champions. So you got to keep an eye on this. If you follow the team race, you really have to keep an eye on this consolation bracket. But yeah, we talked. I said it before. Ward doesn't really like the way the end of the first period goes. Gets on top and just slows it down to an absolute drivel, and essentially ties up the match before he takes bottom in the third. Deep claw, half ride, lots of great transitions. Hanging in tough on top. Got a deep leg in. He's probably as soon as his hand comes up, it's going to get sort of stalemated. Referees don't like this too often. Ward's looking for his underside. He's got to make sure to keep that back foot locked so that he doesn't get his hips in trouble. Ward will choose down to start the third.
North Carolina corner watching intensely. Their guy, Joey Ward, nearly 2 minutes of riding time. Zanetta still leading on the board, though, at 2-1. Quick stand up here by Ward. Let's see if he can get free, and he does, without much resistance from Zanetta. So Ward ties it up at 2 apiece, and remember, he has a minute 46 riding time as well.
Yeah, that riding time again, it really did change the pace of this whole match. Gave Ward maybe some of the breather that he wanted, or at least some of the ability to recompose. Open shot there by Zanetta. Comes up to an underhook. Ward's doing a good job of blocking over and under. It's a good position for Ward. He likes to wrestle from here as much as he can. If I'm Zanetta, I'm watching out for that inside trip is coming out. He's going to keep that underhook.
58 seconds to go, third period, 2-2. Zanetta knows he needs a takedown.
And you ask about Joey Ward and how he wins a lot of his matches. This is it. He has an escape. He has, 2 escape points and a riding time point, and the other guy has a takedown. Just finds a way to win a lot of times.
And he always seems to come out on top in these close bouts. Zanetta running out of time. 30 seconds to go. Riding time, Ward with a 3-2 lead when you factor in that riding time. Couple of heavy head slaps there by Zanetta. 2-2. Zanetta lunging ahead, searching for any type of crevice in this so far impenetrable Joey Ward defense.
We talked about it from his first match. He's not doing as good of a job of his setups. His entries aren't really sort of quite there yet with the other guys. But I think that that's tough. It's tough to get the only offensive points and then lose on a ride time and 2 escapes.
3-2, Joey Ward, North Carolina earns third place at 141 pounds, and it comes down to that second period ride-out.
Zanetta works on his setups. I think he's really in a position where he could be one of Pitt's leaders coming into his senior year.